Good evening, saw fans. So, here she is. Finally get a bit of 394 time. So if you've seen the story on this one, this is pretty much as I bought it, really. I did some cutting with it. Adjusted the jets a little bit. The main thing, of course, when I bought it was I had to sort that throttle out. So yeah, if you've seen the video on this where I fixed up the throttle, which was the problem, and that was how I managed to get her cheap. Apart from that, she's pretty much as I picked her up. I did a bit of cutting on that day with the pros. I sort of hesitate really normally to cut with saws before I've been through them a little bit, or at least done the chain and stuff, but wanted to see how she cut. Never run a 394 before, so I was super keen. So the main thing I want to do today, because I've got more cutting coming up, is just go at this chain, which I suppose, I'm learning all the time about chains, but hopefully I can help you a bit. I mean, this chain, to all intents and purposes, to the casual observer, looks fine, doesn't it? Let's see if I can get the camera to zoom in a bit. Come on, camera. Let's see if we can get you. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So that tooth, though, if you look at that tooth, that top plate isn't straight. Can you see how it sort of curves in, doesn't it? It goes, it's like a banana shape, the top plate. This one has got the corner knocked off. This one is curved, ever so slightly, not as bad as the other one. That one's ever so slightly got the corner knocked off. If I run my finger on it, it doesn't catch. Whereas if I go to one a bit further down here, it does catch my finger a bit more, although I think that one's had the corner knocked off as well. They're all, it's not very good actually. I mean, that corner there, where is it? That one, that's really knocked off. So, and the other thing, for a great big saw like this, let me put you back on zoom again. For a great big saw like this, let me just get a straight edge, hang on. I've got a straight edge now. If you, go on, focus, just try and get this to focus. There we go. So I've got this to focus now. If you rest something flat like this between the top of two teeth, then you can see the raker depth. So there is, there's a bit of depth there, but it's not, I don't think it's as good as it could be. And interestingly, this chain has been filed, if you have a look. So there's evidence of it being filed, but there's not evidence of the raker's been filed. So this tooth has been filed, which obviously drops it, but the raker's not been filed. So someone's done a bit of a touch up, but it's not taking as big, this raker governs how big a bite the tooth takes. So yeah, I think she can definitely benefit from some work. So let's get to it. I'm not going to go through a specific chain sharpening video. I think there's much better people out on the internet. Look up Bucking Billy, get the gullet and all of that, and look up Guilty of Treason and the Inbred Jed videos on sharpening. They do a much better job of sharpening. If you want to see me sharpen a chain, have a look at the Alpina 90 sharpening video. I'm just going to do the same things. I think I'm just going to round file this. I'm going to get a small file, get the gullet out a bit, and then I'm going to just go through and get all these teeth nice. And then I'll bring you back in, and then we'll have a little look at it. Or maybe we'll have a look at a done tooth and a not done tooth side by side. So here you go. Stage one on a tooth for me that I find is just using the Pico file, the really small file, let me see if I can show it. This is the sort of inbred Jed way of getting the gullet out. So at a much closer angle. You're almost touching the raker at a much tighter angle than you would file the top of the tooth at. Just that, just to get that gullet out. And all you're doing, you're just creating a path really for the chip to come out. You're just making it easier for the chip to come out. So for me, that's kind of stage one. Having said this isn't going to be a sharpening video, it ends up being a sharpening video, doesn't it? So this is stage two. So the right size file for the chain. So let me just super zoom. Can we super zoom? Yes. So this is a 3/8 chain. So this is actually a 13/64 file. So 13/64 or 7/8. So then I file the top plate with the chain there, and what you can see here, the reason I wanted to just dive in here was you can see there is a burr just coming off. That little flake of metal there means that you've done your job. So that's what you're looking for, that little flake of metal. There it is. I'm just teasing it with the file, and I can just get it to flake off. When you get that burr to flake off like that, that edge is razor sharp. And you can see now that isn't really sharp now. And now that's sharp. All I've got to do, the angle of this tooth was wrong actually. It wasn't parallel with the guide. So what I'm going to do now is just go across keep going, and then you'll get a nice burr that will come all the way down the edge. And it'll be a nice line for the tooth. So that's stage two for me. And then final stage, of course, is the raker. So I like this style gauge, hard, soft, 3/8. There's our tooth that we've filed. You can see that top plate is now nice and parallel, and the top edge is nice and straight. And then, yeah, even the hardwood setting, which I've just filed, leaves stuff there, and obviously the softwood setting, if you use the softwood setting, has even more. So there's still tooth, not that much of a difference, but there is even more tooth there. And you can see, you know, as I said before, no one has filed the raker yet, so it's just not taking big enough bites. So there we go, that's all I'm going to do on this chain. All I've got to do is repeat 84 times now for the 84 drive links on this 24-inch chain. Wish me luck. Scratch that. Try again. Try again. Ha! So there you go, guys. I'm not going to leave you because of the way I just filmed these on my phone. I'd have to leave you paused, and then the battery would run out and it would all be carnage. So that's just my process that I'm going to go through. Wow, I'm just looking at these teeth. They're all, top plate of these teeth is all curved. Weird. Can't wait to cut with this with a proper chain on it. So yeah, that is me getting to know my 394 a little bit. Yeah, I'm not the oracle on sharpening. Put your favourite technique down below. By the way, if you're starting to square file, which I'm playing with square filing, it's exactly the same as what I've just done. All you have to do is get the triangle file or the goof file, and instead of the sort of the right file for the chain, so the 7/16 or the 16/32, 13/64 maybe file, just use that to do the thing. So you do the same, get the gullet out. It's all on the Guilty of Trees and Inbred Jed video is much better than a much better video than I could make. Go and have a look at that. It'll explain everything. And he does some tests as well, doesn't he? Stock chain, times it, blunts it, then does a round file like this, and it's faster. Square files it, even faster. Brilliant video. He does two different videos, one on square filing and one on blunting the chain and then timing the cuts. So yeah, go and have a look at that, guys. Hope you're all good. What do you think about 394s? Thanks for your subs. Thanks for all your recent subs, and lots of you doing mega views at the moment. So thank you so much to everyone who's subscribing and commenting, and then YouTube seems to be liking that and showing the video to more people. So thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good evening.